Whatever you declare is the law. This is what I want to talk about today, and this powerful truth. When you understand this, your whole reality will start shifting and changing around what you just declared. It's mind-blowing. So today I want to share with you the story of my sister who created her dream job out of nowhere from one declaration, one powerful declaration that she made, and then in even less than 1 week, her reality completely shifted to be a proof and an evidence of her new identity, of her new declaration. So welcome, dear creators. My name is Agnes, or welcome back to my channel if you are not new. I'm so happy to have you here. If you want to work one-on-one with me, or you want to join our 5D manifesting circle where I show up every Thursday live and I answer all your questions and I coach live, then you're going to find all the information in the description box below. So on this channel, I help you to remember that you are the powerful master creator of your reality, and then you can create anything you desire, and it's easy. And this is why I'm teaching you this 1 week example of my sister, because I found it so powerful that this is how easy things are when we understand how we are doing it. So we have to go from being unconscious to being conscious, and that makes the whole difference. So here you go, the story. So she was working as a hostess in different events, and she was doing long hours. She didn't like it, and so she was kind of thinking what she would really like. She started to studying to be a dentist assistant, but she realized halfway that this is not at all what she wants. And she always loved fashion. She always loved shopping. So I remember one day she said, do you know what would be really cool? If somebody would pay me to go shopping. Like, it would be the dream job of my life to just be paid for doing what I love to do anyway, and be in all these different malls and just shopping for clothes. And I said to her, this is amazing. So she said, I want to be a stylist. That's it. I know it's going to be amazing. So basically, I remember she's saying, I want to be a stylist. This is the job of my dream. And she said, this is it. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just go and find a job as a stylist. Now, first thing, before I move on from here, this is very important, because she did not say, I want to figure out how in, let's say, 2 years from now or 3 years from now, I can be a stylist. She didn't start thinking about what school she needs to do in order to learn and then eventually. No, she said, I am a stylist. This is who I am. This is what I want to be. So I'm just going to find a job as a stylist. So she started look up. She found something. It was a TV channel that they were looking for a stylist, and they were asking for someone who has 3 years experience. He has studies in this industry as graduated as a stylist, fashion stylist, and there was other expectations as well. And none of these were true for my sister. None, zero. But she didn't care. So I love that, because she said, I want to be the stylist. I don't care what they're asking for. I'm just going to write them that I am the perfect person for this job. So she wrote, well, of course, her CV did not, show that so she wrote a very long motivational letter talking about who she really is, what she loves doing, that she loves psychology, that she loves reading a lot, that she knows people very well because she loves psychology, that she learned English by herself, that she loves traveling by herself. So we're talking, she was back when she was doing this, she was like 23 years old when this happened. It was 3 years ago. So she was like, this is why I'm perfect for this job. Then I am working as a hostess at events, and then I do long hours, and I am good at communication and communicating with people and problem solving, and I love to be surrounded by people, and so I have kind of experience, but not in this world. Now what happened, right? Next day, they call her up and they say, we really loved your letter and we would like to call you in for an interview. So she's, of course, like over the moon, like, oh my God, like this is going to be so amazing. Then one day later, they call her back again saying, we are sorry, but this job is not available anymore. And we're going to call you if this is going to change in the future. So thank you so much. Now, what happens here, again, it's very important because she did what everyone else would do. She completely got disappointed, discouraged, and she even went to the shop and bought a bottle of wine. And she's like, fuck this shit, like this is crazy. What would I think? What did I think? What was I even, like, how could I even imagine that this could happen, and so on, like everyone would do. So of course she drank that wine, and she was quite like next day, anyway. But very important what happens next. She comes to this realization next day in the midst of her hangover that I'm not going to let anyone tell me who I am. I don't care if they don't want me. I am going to be a stylist anyway. So with this huge new declaration again, she said, I went on Google and I sent my CV and this letter to every job opportunities, that even the ones that expired, I just sent it everywhere. And what happened the day after, they called from another TV channel and then they hire her the same week. Now, this was 3 years ago. Since then, of course, she had to learn a lot, and then she was learning a lot, and she loved it, and she's still loving it, and she progressed so much that now she's working with films, and they are asking her a lot to come in even Hollywood films that they being shooted in our country. So the last one was Dune 2, and she was loving it. She shared so much about behind the scenes, about and I even remember, this is just a funny thing, she was, when people are asking, so what do you do, she says, I dress up aliens, because in Dune there's a lot of aliens. So she was the one who was putting the costumes and helping them to dress up. So it was just really funny. She's still loving it so much. And so why I wanted to share this story with you, because it's just so powerful that the moment she declared, this is who I am, no matter what happens in between. And this is, I think, what I really want to teach in this video today, and what helped me so much, is that that declaration is a law. Assumption, when you say this is how it is, this is who I am, that is a law. So your reality, your 3D, is only a reflection of your assumptions, of your declarations, of what you say is true for you. It cannot be any other way. The problem, though, is that we're doing this unconsciously. A lot of time we declare things like, all men are, unavailable, or no matter what I eat, I just keep, putting weight on, or this crazy declaration that we don't even realize we're making. Or no matter, it used to be mine, one of these was mine, saying, no matter how much I work out, I don't see any results. So my reality says, yes, you're right, here you go. So this is so important. The moment we declare it, our reality will start showing evidence and proof that we are right. Why? Because we are God. God is law. Your words are law. So your reality being only a reflection, your 3D reality is just a reflection who you say you are. So it's can only reflect your truth, what you think or you say it's true. But also, when you change it, of course, your 3D changes accordingly. So this is why we are always in power. We are always creators. So the moment we realize that we don't like something out there, and we just change the declaration, we just change the assumption, all of a sudden we going to start seeing that different reality being reflected. And sometimes this new declaration can change our reality in a couple of days, sometimes completely instantly. Like, I shared so many stories in my manifesting circle about, we have so many stories about chronic illnesses, other like eyesight, immune system, COVID, like all the physical things, how people and me and other is in the group shifted these even chronic illnesses in from one moment to the other, the moment they said no, like, no, this is not what I want, this is not my preferred reality, this is who I am. And then things just shifted instantly. So this is the power you possess in the creation of your reality. Everything is you. So this is powerful and mind-blowing, right? So one more thing that I want to share here is that sometimes it does not happen instantly. Sometimes, like in the case of my sister, it took 1 week. And then in between, there were moments when she completely doubted. She said, this is not working. So she even, bought alcohol to ease her pain, her disappointment. So it is okay. It didn't matter. So nothing matters. You create the meanings. We are the meaning creators as well. So, but you have to know, the moment you declared something, your reality will start shifting and changing and rearranging itself to start reflecting that. And so no matter how that's happening, so no matter what's happening, the in between, it first of all doesn't mean anything. Secondly, if you really want to really want to give it a meaning to the beliefs that are coming up, the situation that you are seeing, the conditions that you are seeing around you, or the thoughts that you're having, the emotions that are coming up, if you really want to give a meaning, just give the meaning that it must mean that your reality is shifting to show you what you want, to give you what you want. So when, for example, all these, I'm going to give some, examples of declarations that we're making without realizing, like some more. Like, I had a client who declared after a very unfaithful marriage from her partner, that all men are unfaithful. Now, that's not a very, you don't want to be right with that one, right? But of course, if you declare that, now your reality just going, because you are God, because you're declaring, this is true for me, this is a rule, a law that I want in my reality. And then you start having examples and proof and evidence of that. So then what happens, like, you see, I'm right, like, this man is also like, and then the next man is also unreliable, or I am right. But you don't really want to be right about something that you don't want to experience. So what you do, you realize that, and you say, hey, no, like, I don't like this. Like, why? I don't want to be anymore this person whose reality is, meeting all the time my unfaithful man, because I realize that it's me, it's you. You are the source. You are the source of your reality. So if you don't like what's going on in your reality, you have to change the source. The source is your declaration. The source is what you think or say, this is how it is. So your reality says, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You're right. You're right. You're right. That's all you can see. But it might not be what you prefer to experience. So maybe, let's say here, another parallel version of you has a different assumption, has a different declaration. So right here, right now, you can just have this realization of like, oh my God, Oh yeah, I keep saying that money doesn't come to me. I keep saying that it's difficult to make money. I keep saying that, you know, there's no, all men are taken. Or I keep saying that, you know, whatever you keep saying about no matter what I do, I still have this illness. Like, just realizing that whatever you say, it's going to be true in your reality. So this is your creation. You have to say, how? What? And choose to say something else. You declare, no, I don't want this, as my sister did, right? No, I don't want to do this job. I don't want to be this hostess, or I don't want to be this, you know, dentist assistant. I want to be a stylist. So from now on, this is who I am. So I declared it, and then my reality will show. Did she take action? Yes, but was that action figuring out? No, that action was inspired by passion. So she could not take that action. She was like, I just, and that fire, that passion that she wrote the letter from that inspiration, that was basically her, yeah, like her her key to having it. So this is when we're talking about, you don't have to take action, but kind of yes, but it's not that how am I going to do this, like not trying to figure out. No, it was so automatic. So I hope this was helpful for you to understand that, and maybe revise a little bit your declarations in that area of your life where you don't like the reality that is unfolding outside there, like in your 3D, because your 3D is not out there. Your 3D is a reflection of your declarations and assumptions and the truth and the laws and the rules that you are saying. So I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to bring a lot more videos about manifestation and the power you possess, and then you can get anything that you desire, because you are the one who is creating it with your words, and we are all going and higher levels of shifting and understanding and awareness and consciousness to see that we are all of these versions, and we can shift in between these versions easily and effortlessly as soon as we realize that this is what we are doing anyway. But now consciousness comes in, and that's the key. Thank you so much for being here. If you liked this video, please like it, and if you are new, please subscribe. I would be so happy to have you in my community. And have a great day. Coming back soon. Bye.